a sneak preview here. Everybody close your eyes. Okay, so the person you just saw there, for those of you who don't know, is the science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke, talking to us about his future predictions for the internet, basically, and the way we live our lives today. That was 42 years ago. I know this because that was the year I was born. So actually, far from having computer screens, as he described, we're actually carrying around in our pockets smartphone devices which are nearly 3 times as powerful as the supercomputers of the 1980s. So I think that's something for us to just take in. We're really in the real future now. And it's transformed all of our lives. It's certainly transformed my life. Without the internet and computers, I wouldn't have my husband today. I wouldn't have the house that I live in, or a couple of my dogs. I found them all on the internet. And so it's enriched all of our lives in many, many different ways. And as we heard in Andy's presentation, the pace of change is going at an electric rate, and more and more changes are yet to come. I think we're all sure of that. And we've seen about companies like Uber and Airbnb, how they're coming and disrupting business, and how they're creating new business models. So it's not really about us just keeping up with technology these days, or doing more with less, as it has been in the past. It's about us getting to understand what our customers want today, and also trying to predict what they're going to want in the future, and being able to enable our businesses to make sure that we can meet that demand. So if I was setting up a company, say, 10 years ago, I would have had to have invested a lot of time and a lot of money in things like servers and application development, just to make sure that my business was IT enabled. And but today, that's a very, very different story. With little more than a laptop and a credit card, I can create my own business. So cloud adoption is surging, and we see this more and more in our day-to-day lives and our business lives. So for example, my trip to India, I booked my flights online, I checked in online. When I booked my flights, I didn't have to explain to the airline that I wanted a vegetarian meal. They knew that about me already. And when I was in the airport, I was able to continue working and maybe have a look at what's going on in the world. And nowadays, even I don't have to check in at the front desk of the hotel. I can just turn up. I've checked in online already, and I can just get my key card. So there's loads and loads of benefits, to this cloud adoption. So the key drivers for cloud adoption in business world have really started back in 2008 during the financial services crisis, when businesses were forced into austerity mode with the credit crunch. So, they were looking for ways to improve their operational efficiency. And typically that has looked like large-scale infrastructure migrations onto cloud platforms, and then into corporate IT systems that must not fail. But more recently, as we've heard, digitalization's much more than just about cost saving. It's about how organizations can gain competitive advantage in their business and bring new capabilities to the marketplace. And for suppliers like Fujitsu, it's not just about providing standalone infrastructure anymore. It's about creating entire IT ecosystems that can benefit our customers. And businesses want to have different ways of communicating with their customers and their customers' consumers, so that they can understand how they can differentiate their services in the marketplace. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is how Fujitsu, through our services, can ensure that our customers are able to achieve these dual objectives of improving their bottom line performance and at the same time digitalizing their organizations. So all organizations today are on a digitalization journey. And there's so much more to that than just achieving cost savings. Customers are looking for growth in the marketplace and introducing new revenue streams. They're looking for new ways to collaborate with their suppliers and partners, and they're looking to establish new ways of collaborating with their customers and their customers' consumers. And they're looking for ways that they can make sure that they're future-proofing and protecting their IT investments by making sure that they're using agile and compatible solutions that can integrate their existing and new technologies. And most importantly, they're looking for agility to make sure that they can introduce their innovations quickly into the market and take advantage. So, if I was starting a business today, I'd probably want to do everything in the cloud. However, for pretty much all of us here today, that's just not the reality of the situation. We've spent years in businesses, doing IT projects, building up our own infrastructures. And so we've actually got a few challenges there. So we aren't just able to just take advantage of the cloud. We're working in this two-speed environment where, maybe we've got a bit of cloud, maybe we've virtualized some of our infrastructure into private clouds in other data centers, but we've got this two-speed mode of operation. And, for those of you who don't know the proverb, those who have one foot in the canoe and one foot in the boat are going to fall into the river. So that's something that we want to avoid. So what are the challenges? Well, let's think about these two different environments and how do you unify the management and functionality of both your cloud and non-cloud environments together? And how do you ensure that you remain secure? How do you enforce your company's policies in a consistent manner across both of these types of platforms? And how do you control and track costs when your organization's taking advantage of things like software as a service? How do you maintain compliance? And how do you manage service interruption risk? And how do you make sure that your user experience is consistent and central across all of these platforms? Well, whilst as IT departments we're trying to figure out all this, I can tell you that the rest of your business wants to move ahead at a pace, the same pace as this new digital world demands. So meanwhile, they're busily bringing in unmonitored business applications and non-standard systems into your IT environment. They're running up an approved expenditure and they're bringing data security risk into the organization. And they're doing all of this on the company credit card. So Fujitsu's hybrid IT services and our Fujitsu Cloud Service Manager helps to put you back into control. So our hybrid IT service proposition is quite simple. What we're looking to do is provide you with a set of services that manage both your multi-cloud and your traditional IT services together as one entity. And we orchestrate this using our processes and our tools and the services that we provide to help deliver this to you. So hybrid IT brings it all together. So we have a set of services that help you manage things like lifecycle management in both your traditional and your cloud environments. And we're doing this all in a consistent manner, which means that you don't have to just go, you don't have to go off to this supplier for this piece of information and this supplier for another piece of information. You've got a one-stop solution center for all of your hybrid IT environment. And we give you back the power to identify and positively manage that shadow IT in your organization. And we enable you to keep your company's data secure. We offer supplier and brokering services to help you make the right decisions as you're going along your digitalization journey. And we give you the ability to manage your processes and define and manage your system policies and rules and make sure that they can be consistently delivered across your cloud and non-cloud environments. And our technical orchestration enables complete portability across multiple cloud environments, and we absolutely automate everything that we can so that we get better consistency, improved reliability, and better predictability at the same time as reducing cost and time. And this is all enabled by our Fujitsu Cloud Services Manager, or FCSM technology. So it gives you security, visibility, and allows you to control your costs through one single pane of glass. And that's throughout the whole technology stack. So that's your infrastructure as a service, your platform as a service, and your software as a service environments. And it's an out-of-the-box solution that comes pre-integrated with over 2,500 different cloud platforms. So the user management portal is, as I say, that single pane of glass that allows you to manage your end-to-end hybrid IT environment. It aggregates all your cloud services so you can manage them in a consistent manner. And some of the features that we have in these services are things like our Fujitsu Cloud Cost Simulator. So, when you're trying to choose which of the many and varied clouds that are available out there in the market, you can run what-if scenarios through the simulator, and it will help you enable you to make the right decisions about the solution that's right for your particular set of circumstances. We have a system blueprinting service system blueprint is basically a set of software elements that are pre-configured and consumable on demand. And system blueprinting service enables you to increase the speed and the consistency with which you can deploy into the cloud. So you can make sure things like enterprise controls such as monitoring and backup are installed every time they're deployed. And you can deploy all these through our self-servicing provisioning on the service catalog. We provide system monitoring, so you get a consolidated view of your traditional and cloud services, so you can optimize performance. And our backup and restore services enable you to minimize your backup footprint, and at the same time make sure that your data is secure whilst at rest and in transit. And then we have service management across the whole of your IT systems for cloud and non-cloud, which gives you consistency, optimization, and control using robust IT service management processes and also using trained engineers to support you. And accredited, I should say. And our service dashboard enables you to have this kind of one window into the world of your IT, so you can just see everything at a glance and be safe and secure in the knowledge everything's up and it's running and it's working as you intended it. And our identity access management allows you to reduce the risk in your organization by making sure that you've got full control across both types of environments for access and authentication. And finally, service innovation. So that's really obviously so important in this really fast-paced, changing digital world that we live in, that we're keeping up and advancing the types of services that we're able to bring to you, so that we're making sure you've got the right business solutions, and we work with our partners and closely align to make sure you get those solutions, irrespective of the suppliers. So with all these services and capabilities, our MetaArc proposition is really combining all of these together to give everything that our customers need to digitalize with confidence. A MetaArc is essentially 3 key propositions. So as we've just been talking about, hybrid IT, which is about cloud management, multi-cloud management, alongside your traditional IT, bringing that together as one entity and managing it in a consistent way and giving you a single service experience. And then we have digital solutions for mobility and big data and Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. So you've been hearing a lot about that today. And then we have our business-centric infrastructure, which is delivered through our PrimeFlex family of solutions. And that's for customers who really want to build their own private cloud solutions. And so our MetaArc digital solutions can all be deployed on our Fujitsu's next generation cloud platform, K5. And I'm going to talk to you a bit more about K5 now. So, as I said, there's loads, and I know you know that there are loads of different types of cloud platforms out there on the market. So what's so special about K5? Well, it's the most open and agile and compatible cloud platform on the market today. It's already the world's largest OpenStack deployment, and it has been designed specifically for the enterprise market. So we've adopted OpenStack and open source as our underlying technology platform, and we can deploy that uniquely across public, private, and virtual private clouds. And in terms of its compatibility and scalability and agility, well, I can tell you from the customers that I've been talking to that they're trying to figure out how much of their infrastructure they're going to be putting on the cloud today, into the private cloud today versus what they're going to be putting into the public cloud in 2 years' time. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because with any other cloud platform, this is going to present a problem because they're going to have to remediate their applications before they can make that transition from private to public cloud. And one of the beauties of K5 is that you don't have to do that. It offers complete 100% compatibility on the infrastructure and application layers. And I think this, combined with our ability to migrate easily from one cloud platform to another, gives us a very unique position in the market. Now, as I said, also K5 was designed specifically for the enterprise market. And we've put an awful lot of focus in Fujitsu on developing OpenStack for that purpose. Now, a couple of years ago, we were the 93rd largest contributor in OpenStack worldwide. Today, as it stands, we're 10th. But our ambition doesn't stop there. In the next 18 months, we aim to be the 3rd largest contributor in the world. And not only that, Fujitsu have put a lot of faith in this product. And as such, they have decided to use it as our own corporate IT infrastructure. So at the moment, myself and some of my colleagues are very much involved in that project to migrate 640 of our systems into this new platform. That's across 13,000 servers globally. So as a result of that, we're expecting to gain a $300 million benefit of making that migration. But actually, I think even more importantly than that, we're doing this migration ourselves. So we're giving our employees the knowledge and the understanding of the cloud services that we offer that we can then leverage for our customers. And so these factors combined give us the ability to offer the lowest total cost of ownership for a cloud platform in the market today. So our Fujitsu Cloud Service Platform comes in 4 different flavors. So we have our public cloud solutions, which are both delivered from Fujitsu data centers. And the public cloud is probably more suited for your sort of customers' test and development environments, whereas the virtual private hosted cloud, which offers its own dedicated compute block and network connection, is more suitable really for mission critical systems. And then we have our private cloud solutions, which can either be delivered from Fujitsu data centers or from the customer's data center. And these represent our OpEx solutions for customers who want to purchase these on a pay-per-use basis. And then we have our CapEx solution, which, as I've already mentioned, is the PrimeFlex family of solutions, and that's for people who like our technology story but want to build their own private cloud solutions. And the digital services that we talked about earlier can all come pre-integrated into K5. However, if you so choose, you can obviously deploy your own sort of digital services onto K5. So, everyone's on this digitalization journey, and K5 and our hybrid IT services offer our customers the flexibility to be able to innovate and bring new services and capabilities to the market, to modernize their cloud technologies, and to extend their existing services and capabilities, as well as reuse commonly used services in an efficient and secure way. So, digital transformation, is it just about IT and technology? Well, I don't think it is. I think the most important thing for us to consider is how we can understand what our customers are asking for today and predict what they're going to need in the future. And as IT people, for us to enable our organizations to respond quickly to this and change them in such a way that they can deliver and take advantage of this in the market. So it's not really a question of whether you decide to digitalize your IT systems. It's more of a question about how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and as we move into the future, which partners you're going to choose to go on that digitalization journey with you. Thank you very much.